Okay, no joke. There was a gunshot then.
The creepy thing. I just smelled someone. That sounds weird.
So he just left. I'm packing up my stuff and I'm getting out of here.
A solo camper headed out in the evening to camp alone in his bivvy, returning to a location he had visited many times before. But this trip would be nothing like the others.
Right, anyway. I've probably got about half a mile, maybe a mile left, I'm not sure. Never really measured this walk, but I know exactly where I want to go. It's one of my most favourite spots around. I only ever done a solo there once, but I have camped there a few times with other people. In the bivvy and tarp. And what's the bet it'll rain as I'm setting it all up. People in the woods. Sounds like they're axing a tree or something. Hopefully they won't be going anywhere near where I am.
Gez hiked toward his usual spot, but along the way, he heard the sound of axes striking wood somewhere in the forest. It was unsettling, but he continued on, unaware this was only the beginning.
An awful lot of litter. Christ. They've ruined it. They've ruined the spot. Oh my god, they've absolutely fucking ruined it. Oh man, it's everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere the eye can see, litter. Ah! That'll have to be beeped. I haven't got any litter picking gear with me. I haven't got time to pick up litter. This is just appalling. If you're the kind of person who does that,
When he arrived, the area was trashed. The place was destroyed, litter scattered everywhere. Still, he found a clear spot, set up camp, and tried to settle in. He cracked open a beer, cooked some food, and attempted to relax. Until a loud gunshot echoed through the woods. Gez immediately reached for his camera and started recording.
okay, no joke. There was a gunshot then. And it was really loud. Now, to other people outside the UK, that might not seem strange, but where I am, I'm in the UK, right? In Wales. Right now, I'm just north of Cardiff. And you're not allowed guns in this. You don't have. That was a proper gunshot as well. A proper gunshot. And it wasn't a farmer in a field like there a couple of miles away. I would know that the sound was from in here. Only a few hundred feet or so away, but I couldn't tell the direction because it just echoed around everywhere. In fact, I need to be a bit quiet. I hope it doesn't happen again. If it does, I hope I record it. I was actually just setting up a shot to film myself cooking in there, and I was just trying to find the best angle for it and all that, and then just went bang, and I was like, what the and then that's when I stuck record on. Shook me up a bit, that did.
What made it worse was one detail. Guns aren't allowed in the UK. This didn't sound like a farmer. Something wasn't right. Shaken, every noise around him felt amplified. He knew people were nearby with axes, and now possibly a gun. His gut wouldn't settle.
So I haven't used the gun again since, but I've had a massive group of guys a couple of 100 feet away, but they were like behind me, so I can't tell exactly quite where they are. I haven't used them for about 5 minutes or so now, but I'm just apprehensive to put my lights on, and I've sort of just been sat here in the semi-darkness and silence for the last 5 minutes or so. But now I'm thinking, well, I think I'll give it another half hour, let it get completely dark. Probably end up just having an early night, climbing into bed, keeping the lights off tonight. I think it feels like there's people around tonight, and there really shouldn't be. I don't know why. It's a Monday night. We're between a place called Caerphilly and Cardiff, in a big, huge woodland. I'm nowhere near anyone. Well, I'm nowhere near anything where I particularly am. It just seems to be very, very active, which is strange because it's a Monday, like I said.
Later, inside his bivvy, he heard voices from a group not far away. He stayed completely silent, hoping the night would pass quickly. No more gunshots came. When morning arrived, Gez packed up and left. Nothing else happened, but the feeling that something could have gone very wrong never left him. Todd is well known for his stealth camping adventures, often pushing himself further each time. But this night didn't go how he expected. He planned to camp under a tree near a busy highway. Earlier in the day, he rode out, set up his gear, and left the area so he could return later under cover of darkness.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion. This is Camping with Champion, and tonight I'm gonna be camping under this tree on the side of the highway. So there's these two trees with a small opening underneath them, and I'm pretty sure I can climb under there and spend the night. I'm currently on my little scooter making my way there right now. I am very close to the spot. What I think I'm gonna do is pull up to the spot, take my bags off, and stuff them under the trees, and then I'm gonna leave. I will keep an eye on my spot. I'm gonna kind of ride around this area, keeping an eye out, and making sure no one comes. No one shows up to investigate, then I'll go back over. I'll crawl under and drag the scooter under there with me. But first, let's go get our bags stuffed under there and hidden away. There's not a lot of room in here. This is gonna be a pretty tight fit in here tonight. I got all my stuff hidden in here, just kind of stuck there. This is my area. It is not very big. I have one clear path here that leads to the outside, and then where I'm sitting at, this is it.
As night fell, he rode back through the area and crossed paths with a man. The interaction was brief, but something about it felt off.
Somebody's coming. I was gonna go check that dumpster right now, but there was a guy walking up, and I just started talking to him, and he just started telling me about how he was in witness protection because someone murdered his friends, and his friend died right in his arms and stuff. And I don't know, it could be true. Who am I to judge? But I'm gonna let him leave, and I think I'll just come back up here later tonight and check the dumpsters. I wanted to check them now, that way if there was anything good in there, maybe I could get it out before someone else. Time to sneak in our hole for the night. I've got my headlight off on the scooter. I'm just gonna pull up, put the handlebars down, and then crawl in and then pull the scooter in behind me.
Later, Todd returned to his camp. He blocked off the entrance with his scooter, made his bed, and tried to settle in, but he decided to ride around again. And once more, he ran into the same man.
That guy's back again. He just said, hey, standing over there. I was just trying to get some cool scooter footage.
You need no Christian cat with you?
Nah, I'm good, bro. There's the cops. See if they pull me over for being on this thing. He offered to film me, but I politely declined. He also asked if I wanted anyone else to camp with me tonight. Like, what? I am back in my spot. Oh my gosh. Thought I saw someone. I'm back in my spot. That same guy that I saw earlier when I went to check the dumpsters was back again. I was just trying to get some like cool shots riding the scooter or whatever, and he just popped up out of nowhere. And then he started asking me like, he's like, do you need me to help you film or something like that? Like did I want him to hold the camera or something? I was like, no, I'm good. Then he was like, where are you camping at? And I was just like, just down the road. Like, I shouldn't even have said that much, but. And then he asked me if I wanted someone else to camp with you. Like, what? Dude. What the crap? That was nuts.
This time, the questions were stranger, more personal. Now knowing the man was aware someone was camping nearby, Todd's tension skyrocketed. Still, he tried to push past it and return to his setup. For a moment, things felt calm. He made food, relaxed slightly, until the man came back.
That guy's back. You hungry?
No.
I got a sandwich here.
I was just walk around until daylight.
Really?
I've died 5 times in my life. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been hanged 3 times. Each time they hang me to I'm about dead and they hit the road.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me walk down this way.
Got any kids or anything?
I got 4 kids.
How old?
Twin boys, 13. 2 girls, 16 and 15.
I got 2 boys.
Well, don't miss little things in life. I just them growing up, man.
Yeah.
I miss mine.
I used to be a truck driver and I quit because my kids were little. Trying to do this, maybe I can do something better, you know.
Did you someone with you to help you do it?
My wife. I've been married for 15 years. Before I met my wife, dude, I was bad. And I probably wouldn't still be around if I hadn't met my wife. That way. Or if they call. Good meeting you, brother. Mm-hmm. See ya.
He had found Todd's camp. Todd offered him food, trying to keep things friendly. The man lingered, talking nonstop. Todd even allowed him to use his phone to message a family member. Eventually, the man left, and Todd hoped that was the end of it. But the uneasy feeling never went away. Todd began packing up, and then the man returned again.
So he just left. I'm packing up my stuff and I'm getting out of here. We talked for a while. He seems like a good guy, but there's no way I'm staying here now. No way. I'll check back in once I get packed up. He came back again while I was packing up. Just showed me some little rechargeable fan thing he had. It was really small. It's kind of neat. But I can see him walking down the highway now. I'm getting out of here. We'll talk more once I get somewhere I feel safe. Well, I got all my stuff packed up, got out of there. The last thing I packed up was my knife. The whole time we were talking, I had my knife out in my hand just in case. The guy just came in my bush and started sitting down. He saw my stove flame. That was, I shouldn't have, oh my gosh, I knew it. I really didn't think he'd walk this far down. He kept saying, I don't know why I walked down this way. I never walked down this way. I recorded some of the conversation. I don't know what or how much I'm gonna post. A lot of the stuff he was saying would get me restricted on YouTube. He seemed like a good guy. He said he's a veteran of the Iraq War. He just had a lot of, problems like we all do. I thought about trying to find another spot just to sleep somewhere tonight, but I'm just gonna call it quits on this one, y'all.
Although nothing violent happened, Todd couldn't ignore the risk. Someone who had approached him multiple times now knew exactly where he was sleeping. Todd left and went home. The next day, he looked the man up and discovered he had drug charges and had recently been released from jail. Staying the night wasn't worth the risk, because if he had stayed, there's no telling how differently things could have ended. In 2019, a man was hiking through a small canyon in the Gila National Forest when he began hearing loud, unexplained bangs. He started recording, and what he captured sent chills through viewers. The sounds were faint, but clear. Screams echoing through the canyon, unnatural and deeply unsettling. He described them as sounding like skinwalkers. Whether you believe that or not, whatever made those noises left him terrified, and even skeptics questioning what could have been lurking in the wilderness that day. Chris isn't experienced with the outdoors, and this solo camping trip pushed him far outside his comfort zone. As he set up camp, other people began showing up. Dog walkers passing through the forest. Being alone, surrounded by strangers, left him feeling exposed.
So my biggest fear in this trip just came real, man. There were people there. I mean, I'm just chilling, like, in the hammock, and there's people walking their dog. Yeah, gotta say, life in the woods, pretty chill. Alright, let's see if I can actually lie down here, and if I could sleep. Oh yeah. Bro, that is almost too comfortable. It's been raining all day, it will rain in the night, but I feel very good about my shelter. I don't know what I expected, but it's really quiet. You can just sit here, just do nothing.
Once they left, the forest fell silent. Too silent. Strange noises followed, sending his anxiety spiraling. As darkness crept in, Chris walked around his campsite and suddenly caught a strong scent, the smell of other people nearby. But no one was there, until he spotted someone in the distance.
Okay, so I am gonna take permission to find my car, because I do need to get the sleeping bag. Well, that's so fucking cold if I don't. But I need to hurry, because the sun is already gone, so it will get quite dark really quick. Bro, I would have never found this in the dark, and I wanted to cook. But a creepy thing. I just smelled someone. That sounds weird. But You know how some people, it's not like bad smell, like just body odor or like their smell. And it didn't smell like me. Oh. It is getting creepy again. Fucking weird.
His nerves shot through the roof. Questioning whether he was truly safe, he distracted himself for as long as he could before finally settling down for the night. Nothing else happened, but the unease stayed with him long after the trip ended. Gina is a full-time nomad, spending her life on the road traveling from place to place. But on this trip, she decided to do something very different. On Halloween night, she set out to camp overnight in a haunted cemetery in Eklutna, Alaska. She started the morning peacefully by a lake, making breakfast and enjoying the calm before heading toward her next destination. Her original plan didn't work out, leaving her with a last-minute decision: a stealth camp inside a cemetery known for its paranormal history.
Well, that messed up my plans for the day. Clearly, I didn't plan this overnight stay out good enough because I didn't know that it was blocked off. Oh, man. I have to figure out what I'm doing now, because I was just going to hang out there all day and admire the weird spookiness of it. So, oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Goodbye, Igloo Hotel. Since we can't car camp there, we are gonna go try to stealth camp at a haunted cemetery in Anchorage. Because if that isn't the most spooky Halloween thing you could possibly do, then I don't know what else is.
By the time she arrived, darkness had already settled in. As she walked through the cemetery, tension began to rise. The atmosphere felt heavy, and the silence felt unnatural. She eventually made her way back to her truck, trying to calm herself. But that's when things escalated.
Guys, I'm not making this up right now, but there's a light in front of the church, and when you walk past the light, it turns on. I know, because I walked over there 2 times to look at the cemetery, and now I'm in my car, and it's flicked on 2 times. It's not windy outside. It could be an animal, I guess. I did hear something in the bushes as well when I was looking at one of the tombstones. I don't know if that's what you call them, because they're not stones, but you know what I mean. There's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight here. I'm gonna try though. I do not like how that light keeps turning on and off. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's a light that lights up the front of the church. And there it goes. It's turned on twice since I've come back.
A motion-activated light suddenly turned on nearby. When Gina looked over, there was no one there. No movement. Nothing that should have triggered it. Already on edge, she began researching the cemetery. She knew it had a reputation, but what she discovered only made things worse. it was considered one of the most haunted locations in Alaska.
You guys, I am actually getting kind of scared. I don't ever get scared of stuff like this, but what the heck? You guys. Right as I started talking about spirits, the light turned on again. Okay, I really haven't researched much about this cemetery until right now. Obviously, our plans from earlier got a little messed up. I was gonna be camping at the igloo, so this was a quick last-minute change of plans. Well, I just learned that this cemetery is one of Alaska's most notorious locations for paranormal activity. I cannot make this up. I did not know that until right now. Oh my God. I feel like I have to stay because I committed to it, but your girl is scared. I do not like that light coming on and off. It's not even windy outside. I do not want to be around paranormal activity.
The light continued to activate over and over again. Every sound felt louder than it should have been. No matter what she did, she couldn't relax. Eventually, Gina climbed into the back of her truck and tried to settle down, keeping everything ready just in case she needed to leave quickly. She couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, of not being alone. But after some time, she drifted off to sleep. Nothing else happened that night. But spending the night in a haunted cemetery with unexplained activity all around you is a fear most people would never willingly face. Callie and Tatum love exploring nature, but one night while camping, they captured something that left viewers questioning what was really out there. They spent the evening hiking in search of a campsite when they stumbled across a large, man-made teepee-like structure built from massive branches, far larger than what most people could construct. Curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to set up nearby.
That's a full-on tree there.
Yeah, full-on tree.
And you imagine how much work it would be to get all these equal length sticks here?
A lot of work.
Just to find that many?
A lot of work. And the thing is, like, also they're like stuck into the ground, and a lot of them have roots. So Tim had a great idea to leave these offerings here like this, and then me and him are gonna go and get some camping equipment, and we're gonna come back over here and sleep here tonight. Home sweet home. Tim, I just heard a knock. You hear that? I just heard it.
But I'm recording. Maybe this heard it. That's why I need those Boost headphones.
Hey, did you leave that chocolate there like that?
I think so, yeah. I have a proof of it on the other video.
Okay. Cool, just want to make sure.
As darkness fell and their fire flickered in the distance, strange noises began echoing through the woods. These didn't sound like normal wildlife.
You hear?
It's good because
I just gave Tim these earphones that they amplify the sound so he can hear what's going on. He just had howling sounds. I'm not saying, I mean, it's like coyotes. But
I can hear you like so good, and mine is muffled
yeah,
because it's closer and louder.
right.
But you're like clear as like a fine line.
Yeah, so you can hear the noises afar.
Oh yeah.
But if there was a loud
I hear
bang
every
here,
little crunch that your shoe makes.
I take those headphones with me in case I'm ever caught in a situation in the forest where I gotta be able to hear but not get blinded by the sound, like somebody tries to attack me in the forest or whatever. I got it with me so that I got that advantage, unless they have the same.
When reviewing their footage later, they noticed a distinct tapping noise. Something rhythmic, something deliberate. Throughout the night, the feeling of being watched never faded. Whatever was out there stayed hidden just beyond the darkness. Eventually, the video ended without answers, leaving viewers to wonder whether it was simply the sounds of the forest or something else entirely. These videos show just how creepy camping can be, especially when you're completely alone and far from help. One strange sound, one unexpected encounter, and everything can change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real camping encounters caught on camera.